You there. How would you like to do something worthwhile?
Search my packs, you sanctimonies. As I was just explaining, that thief nearly ran us over. You chased after him. Please, tell this fine keeper of the peace what you saw. I'm still sore from the last night I spent in the stocks. This honorable and, if I may say so, very sleek guard has mistaken me for a common sugar thief. Please, help me clear up this misunderstanding. Hush, Kobani, if you don't have anything constructive to say, don't say anything.
Surely this scoundrel is lying. I chased him here on my own 2 legs. He was only out of sight for a flick of the tail. A very good story. I don't know how a scamp like you has such good friends, Cindertail. Which way did this thief go? He made off with enough moon sugar to knock over a mammoth. Of course not. And Jode's chariot does not have the authority to launch an investigation. Shanra will not be happy. Thank you, citizen, for your vigilance. We keep the peace here in Redfur, making it safe for traders on their way to and from Eldenroot. We spend most of our time catching thieves. Return what they stole and put them in the stocks to think about what they've done. We don't hold them for long, but they usually get the message, or become better thieves. Honestly, thieves are good for business. They keep the market fluid and stop too much wealth from accumulating in one place. Until recently, Shanra would rather deal with thieves than with Thalmor bureaucrats. A reputation for being easy on thieves tends to attract thieves. The newer thieves don't give back to the people. They leave town and take their stolen goods with them. That's no good for anyone. Shanra may have to step in. He leads the Redfur trading coster. Every merchant who passes through Redfur pays him a small stipend to conduct business here. They expect a certain amount of protection from thieves in return. Jode's chariot maintains order in his name. We keep the peace here in Redfur.
Thank you for playing along. You see, Gobani? This is what true friendship is. Not standing like a drooling statue as your only friend is hauled away like so many sacks of grain. Steal. I guess that's one way of looking at it. Let's say I circumvented the market. I found the price the merchant was charging unacceptable, so I set my own. What does the merchant have to complain about? His belly is full. If they are not fed, Gobani and her sisters become most unruly. Were it not for the hollow moon, they would have eaten me whole when I arrived in Redfur. Some call them thieves, but that's such an impolite term. The hollow moon's work is charitable by nature. They procure things for people who can't afford them, yes? Here, take this token to the ruined temple and see for yourself. Gobani and I know when we have outstayed our welcome, yes? A night in the stocks might not be as bad as losing a paw, but all the same.
Pardon my saying so, but you were obviously doing well for yourself. What brought you here? I'm surprised he had one left to hand out. Apologies, I should explain. Our agents give these to the infirm, so their need is not questioned when they petition us for aid. Cindertail was very liberal with his tokens. We thought his Sench tigers would be useful to have around, guard duty and such, but between his tiger's sugar habit and his handing out Hollow Moon tokens like candy, he practically emptied out our stores. Can you lift coin from a rich man's pocket without getting your hand stuck in it? Then talk to Valir upstairs. He might have something for you.
Fadi sent you? She thinks perhaps you can do work for us. Who are you to know so little, yet offer so much? Maybe you are less interested when you hear what we do? You are familiar with the custom of property ownership, yes? I have a thing. It is mine. You take it, it is still mine, yes? Why? Because I did not give it to you. And if you are starving, and use what you took to feed your belly, is it still mine? No. Whatever you stole, food, money to buy food, silks to trade for food, it is inconsequential next to saving you from death. You think we should work for our bread, yes? But many can't work. They're injured, sick, or just too hungry. The Hollow Moon gives them what they need. Perhaps we're wrong to steal, but if the world were a more virtuous place, we wouldn't need to. Many of them appreciate what we do. Sometimes a merchant falls on hard times. His stock is poor, or the price of sugar is too high. Then he needs us too, yes? But what about you? Are you still interested in helping the Hollow Moon? Of course. Now, I was hoping you could assist me with a rather delicate matter that has presented itself. Shanra, leader of the merchants here, has threatened to call in the Thalmor. This is a problem. Jode's chariot understands that we provide a valuable service. The Thalmor is unlikely to agree. We need to change Shanra's mind. This place was not always a trading post. It was built upon a tomb whose gauntlet of traps have kept it sealed for generations. If the stories are true, it holds untold riches. We can use them to persuade Shanra to leave us be. There lies the trouble, yes? The only known entrance to the tomb is within Jode's Hall. The place is teeming with guards. We will need their cooperation to gain entry to the tomb. Go to Jode's Hall and speak to Tulaira. If I am right, she is no happier about Shanra's decision than we are. Once you are inside, you must retrieve what treasure you can and return to me here. Thank you, my friend. While many have attempted the tomb's gauntlet of traps, none have returned to tell the tale. There are many dangers ahead of you. Be careful. If Shanra calls in the Thalmor, that's the end of Jode's chariot. They won't be necessary any longer. Besides, Jode's chariot has always respected what we do, even if they do arrest us from time to time.
Did you hear? Regine's mantle was discovered.
This one
in the
heard you
forest
captured
in
the
Winter
High
Side.
Elf ambassador for her crimes. in
She's
Shadowlands.
waiting.
Well
General
done.
Andari has another feather in her cap.
I'm sorry, we can't chat for long. I'm waiting for someone. Really? Then you must be the newcomer everyone's talking about. Impressive work. Tell me, were you telling the truth about Cindertail, or were you just covering for one of your fellows?
I don't know.
I thought as much.
Please.
Though I am surprised you would admit it. An honest thief. Anyway, tell me, why have you come? Is he mad?
Because I
Why
want
would he
votes.
ask for such a thing? He knows the danger. Yes, I see. The treasure of Anabi could certainly be persuasive. It may be our only chance of keeping the Thalmor out of our affairs. I'll give you the key, but please, be careful. I don't want your death on my hands.
Still. Gosh damn. Eat it, bitch. Okay. Oh, damn it. I hate this place. One of those tuggers attacked me, if I'm not mistaken. Go around. I don't need the plate either. God damn. I need the good shit. Fuck me. Well, fuck me silly. Call me Nancy. There's no good shit. I always hated this puzzle. Should be easy, but out. Face it. Good, good. Let's keep a little crap in here. Okay, get this over. I don't know why I just got that. Oh, I need that. Thank you. Have a nice day. I'll make coffee.
They've gone to see
Screw that.
Shanra. If you hurry, you might catch them.
I don't care.
Tulara and Valier working together. Punabi, did you ever think we would see this day?
No, Shanra.
Come now, smile. Only good can come of such an auspicious alliance.
You are wise to say so, Shanra.
Such flattery. Tell me, why have you called me here?
We have a gift for you, Shanra, to show our appreciation and solidify our friendship. And I believe it has just arrived. My friend, if you would do the honors.
Shanra is honored. Tell me, what have you brought? Spices? Gemstones, perhaps? Wherever did you get this marvelous gem? Legend has it that Joan was struck by a bolt of light. For but a second, she turned from her twin, and overtaken by sadness, shed a single tear. Jode brushed it from her cheek, and it fell to the desert below. Joan's tear, such a beautiful gem. Of course not. A fanciful tale. This jewel was cut from a Varla stone by Azesas, greatest jeweler of the First Era. But it's a good story, isn't it? And will fetch a fine price. You do your friends credit. Such a prize deserves a fine reward. I thought you might have something in mind, seeing as you went through all the trouble of procuring this precious jewel. Name your price. Aha! How mercenary! You hear that, Valier? Your agent wants gold, and will have it. I am relieved. I thought you might ask me not to call the Talmor. This will cost me much less in the long run. Ah, clever and loyal. A rare combination. Very well. I prefer not to have the Thalmor looking over my shoulder anyhow. Instead, we will invest in Jode's chariot. Our coffers still need guarding, yes? As the hollow moon waxes, it is only fair that we balance the scales. We will invest significant capital in bolstering our esteemed protectors. Otherwise, we might find ourselves waiting in one of Valier's famous lines, no?
Maybe I freaking
When
help
you asked
you.
for the gold, my heart nearly stopped. You have Sheogorath's own mouth, that is for sure. Still, this is wonderful news. We will be able to continue our operations thanks to you.
Freaking ass.
With Shanra appeased, we will continue to do what we do best. While I am sure Jode's chariot will try to stop us, they will never blot us out entirely, no? Thank you, my friend. We would not be here without your help.
You Oh my freaking gun. Thank you. Destroy. Non-destroy. That is.
Yeah!
I need more cash. Huzzah! Go. I'm gonna go back to... Where am I going?
Yeah!
Might as well level up while we're around here too. Since I'm in the mood. Oh, and I came in the right time too. God dang it. Why did I do that?
They meld will go on as planned. You cannot stop it. May your soul burn.
don't want it, don't need it, screw it. And it. Yeah. I saw again. Always. There you are.
Can I help you?
Bitch. I need the money anyway. Need that soldier just in case.
Yes?
Why did I not complete this section? What the? God, I'm an idiot. That's the one more thing I didn't do. Well, fuck me silly, I call me motherfucking Nancy. I didn't even do this section. Well, fuck. Might as well do it. Fuck.
They came from nowhere. By boat, maybe. Never been this far inland. Captain Saranya. Malum are pirates. They've taken South Beacon. My captain, my crew, all captured. They took control of the lighthouse. This is bad. With South Beacon as a staging area, they can raid the Somerset Isles at will.
Wish that DLC, which I'll be coming sooner or later doing it, is a pain in the ass. Not as bad as elsewhere. And
I can make it back to Volkilgard. You have to find
Skyrim
Captain
and-
Saranya. She'll know what to do. She's a prisoner in the Malmur camp, down in the beach. Please, hurry.
Well met, stranger. As you may have noticed, I'm not at liberty to stand and greet you properly. They mean to invade Volkilgard. Their plan is to use the lighthouse at South Beacon to communicate with their fleet. We need to stop them. You have more important things to attend to? Don't answer. That was rhetorical. 3 of my scouts are being held captive. Free them and have them meet me at Skylight Beach. I'll scout the lighthouse and find a way to gain entry.
Here you go.
Malum scum. They took us by surprise. Did the captain send you? Skylight Beach? Huh. I know just where it is.
Didn't expect to see a friendly face. Get me out of here. Never better. Clever woman, our captain. Skylight Beach is our old drinking spot. Few would know that. Naming it as the rendezvous point tells me that your message is genuine.
No! I thought I liked to drink shit. Damn. And I just lost it. Well, damn.
Pleased
Oh,
to
well.
meet you, I'm sure. These damnable Maormer are not the most charitable of hosts. The captain's wish is my obligation. See you at the beach.
Huh. I did not know you could see the Crystal Tower all the way over here. And I've been playing this. Summers has been out for a while, and you can see the Crystal Tower all the way over here. I thought you had to be at a certain distance to see it. Well, I'll be a monkey's fucking up color about the same thing.
Tildur, the lighthouse keeper, was spared. I don't think they considered him a threat. He says the Maormer are using the lighthouse beacon to send messages to their ships. We can't wait for reinforcements. We need to take action, now. The lighthouse is solid stone, but even stone can burn with the right mixture of kindled pitch and fire salts. Tildur can tell you where to find the necessary ingredients. Use this glass vial. One well-placed fire flask should be just the trick. Tildur says the Maormer placed a magical ward on the lighthouse door. I need to figure a way through it. Go, quickly. I'll locate you when I've found a way to get you inside. We haven't much time. You'll need fire salts and kindle pitch to destroy the beacon. Talk to Tildur. He'll know where you can find them. Then do it quickly. We're running out of time.
Honey bunches of oat seeds. I was about to say, it better be in here, because today is not the day. That won't even freaking happen. It won't even sail. You're caught. Tower's all flat. Shit. I forgot to get my companion.
I could go for a bit of excitement.
That's why I picked you.
I hope you're watching.
You're hurrying to meet me. Not much. The bag. You look good. Bitch. I wanted the kill. Look out. Oops. My bad. Another one to build. Hey. I had a block moment. Oops. I was supposed to go down here. Oops. My bad. My bad, bro. I just wasted time going up there for no reason.
Back, you better!
Thank you.
You have the necessary ingredients to make Tildur's fire flask? Excellent. I've been watching the Maormer come and go from the lighthouse and discovered how they get past the ward on the door. The Maormer carry a magical rune that dispels the ward long enough to gain entry. Steal a rune from one of their patrols near the lighthouse. Use it to dispel the ward, and you're in. You need to hurry. They're nearly ready to signal their fleet. Simple until the lighthouse begins to burn. You won't be able to come out the way you went in, and you can't sprout wings and fly away. Take this teleport scroll. It will transport you back to the rendezvous point at Skylight Beach.
Thank you. So, I pretty much had to go the same entrance way. Made it. Thank you. Don't need a leather jacket. Sword either. Yay! You have a bestow. Oh. I was trying to kill my own person. Oops. Sorry, hon. Didn't mean to do that. Hi. Sailing away. I've been sailing for I was about to say,
Change of plans?
The lighthouse beacon exploded.
I see it. The tower is on fire.
How did this happen?
This invasion is over. Without the ability to signal their ships, the Maormer won't be able to navigate the shallows. They'll turn around or find themselves swimming back to Piandania. All of Aradon is in your debt. Well done. We'll head to Volkergard and return with reinforcements. By this time tomorrow, South Beacon will be ours again, and the invaders will be nothing but a bad memory. We couldn't have done this without your help. You won't be forgotten.
Well, the Morrowind has her eye on you.
And I don't even like side quest on this island. Barely done sides. Trade. I just go ahead and do it. Just do it. God, there's one level I'm gonna regret doing.
Free of land, bound toil and strife.
A little red.
Over the seas and over the lane, for I ran at Orn o'er the main, the Lord's commanded me obey. Over the seas and far away.
Dark moons. These crazy Bosmer make no sense. Hazazi comes to negotiate on behalf of Queen Irene, to hear their grievances, and all they do is dance and jest. Hazazi has only been here a short while, and already he hates this village. What negotiations? These dungy elves don't want talk. They say they only answer to the Wilder King. Who is this? Who knows? They'd rather pull Hazazi's tail than give him a straight answer. It's not fair. Hazazi always gets the worst assignments. Hazazi likes this idea. If you can just get the Bramble Breach to make sense, this one will be impressed. Hazazi thinks it's a wild guar chase, but if you want to try, speak with their tree thane. May you have better luck than Hazazi.
That's because he's so good at negotiation. There's the difference. Sorry, Katie, because Raz and Nora are better at it.
Yeah! I didn't think I was being disrespectful. Sometimes people are just impossible to understand.
Another tourist? Rare to have so many visitors in this part of the Valenwood, didn't you hear? It's much safer behind the shiny new walls of Marbrook. Even King Camoran hesitates to venture into the court of the Wilder King. Negotiate? About what? Oh, I know. You want us to bow to your queen and swear allegiance to your what's-it's-called? Aldemary Dominion. Huh. Problem is that our allegiance is to the Wilder King, and he doesn't seem to care for your dominion. Ha! Sure. Let me just pull him from my satchel. You people don't understand. The Wilder King manages the entire forest. Doesn't have time for idle talk. Why do you think so many people doubt his existence? Not in person, but I don't doubt the Wilder King exists. He speaks to me in the babbling brooks and the wind in the trees. Other Bosmer petition him for an audience, but I don't need to. He already tells me everything I need to know. I could tell you, but how do I know you're trustworthy? You ask us to share your enemies, but will you share ours? The wood orcs are a plague we can't seem to be rid of. If you help us drive them off, I'll tell you what you want to know. Lurchers. Take seeds from the shimmering tree in the village and plant them in the orcs' camp. In a few minutes, they'll sprout out with a vengeance. The orc chieftain won't surrender so easily, though. Just kill him. Leave the rest to the lurchers. Don't bother coming back here until you've run off the orcs. I've got important business to attend to. Heh.
Okay. Bye.
Off we go.
Shut up, bitch. Let you know. Let you know.
Yeah. Can you believe that tree thane? Can you believe that tree thane?
Shut up.
Was the tree thane as rude to you as she was to me? All I asked was how one might get an audience with the Wilder King, but the way she reacted, you would have thought I was trying to slaughter her children. Did she treat you any differently? She did? That's funny, because Ander and I offered to drive the orcs away and she turned us down. I don't know, I'm beginning to suspect this is some elaborate Bosmer trick and the whole village is laughing at us when we're not looking. I didn't say that. There is definitely a distinctive magical force in this part of Valenwood, but I fail to understand by what logic the Tree Thane decides who gets an audience with the Wilder King and who gets turned away. Oh, I'm Aranias. Maybe you've read my book, Spriggans in the Green, Story and Myth in Primitive Bosmer Society? Probably not, I guess. Anyhow, Ander and I came in a scholarly pursuit to see if this Wilder King is really as powerful as they say. We'll just have to venture deeper into the forest on our own. We'll probably get lost and suffer a slow and painful death, but that's the risk we have to take. If you're going after the Wood Orcs, though, I know something that might make it easier.
If you want, you can take the essence from the calliope tree and rub it all over your body to cloak yourself in a haze of forest moths. The wood orcs won't even see you. Oh, one more thing. Ander scouted out the orcs' camp pretty extensively. He might have some useful observations if you ask. Good luck with the wood orcs and that tricky tree thing. Maybe we'll meet again when we find the Wilder King.
I spent several hours watching the wood orcs and evaluating their weaknesses. As a whole, their strength is in numbers. As long as you don't take on the entire camp, you should be fine. The chieftain's the one you have to watch out for. By the look of his scars, he's seen his share of battle, and he knows how to take a beating. Don't expect him to go down quickly. There's a shaman who's never far from his side as well. I'd focus on killing the shaman first.
No, don't. Damn it, either way, I still got a freaking. Thank you. Attack right now, attack right now, attack right now. I really don't need to be attacked right now, 'cause I don't give a crap. I don't give a crap. What's on this orb? Oh, great. That's me. Storming right now. Oh, come on. I need to get in there and kill the sheep orc. Give me some really good bandages. Bye. The fuck? I want to kill the damn asshole. Come on. You serious?
Smoke, ash, and fire. Just like home.
How is this like home? Like Morrowind? It's nothing like Morrowind. Oh, Lord, honey, you need to go back to Morrowind.
So the Wood Elves have a friend who's not afraid to fight. Good. Give me the best.
Honey, you've been drinking too much meat. You need to go back to Morrowind. Or whatever they drink over there in Morrowind, but you've been drinking too much, honey.
My scouts came back singing your praises. They said the Wood Orcs broke quickly after you killed Chieftain Thragdosh and unleashed the Guardians. I wasn't exactly expecting you to succeed. Seems there's more to you than meets the eye. And you're worried I won't hold up my end of the bargain? No, I keep my promises. You got rid of those parasitic orcs. You've earned the right to petition the Wilder King for an audience. I hope I haven't given you a sense of false hope, though. Bosma around here petition the Wilder King for an audience all the time, and he rarely responds. More than likely, you're simply wasting your time. Suit yourself. Just south of my home, you'll find the petitioning stone. Just touch it. Probably nothing will happen. If he wants to speak with you, though, he'll appear when you touch that stone. I never said it was complicated. Besides, by scaring off those wood orcs, you just might have improved your chances. The Wilder King sees these things, you know. All right, run along now, and may the forest part to reveal your path.
Wilder King?
Welcome to my court, outsider. Since you entered my domain, I have watched your actions with keen interest. You have been generous with my people and more patient than I expected. But I still cannot gather one thing. Why have you come?
Because I can.
Again, not what I expected. I think I've heard of this Old Merry Dominion, but I don't see how inclusion in this group would appeal to me or to the people in my domain. Aligning with you would only alienate us from others. Interesting. You think we have common enemies? My only enemies are those who would seek to harm Valenwood. Let us test your theory, though. Show me one of these enemies of whom you speak, so I might better understand. Use the other stone pillar, the one on the platform behind us. Touch that stone pillar and an apparition will appear. One of your enemies, as you say. Fight this enemy so that I might see its true nature. I am pleased to be able to lend you strength to face this enemy from your past.
Strike us down, and the veiled heritance will always rise again.
Oh, I needed that, honey.
Something you need to discuss?
You might need that, baby girl.
Zazi is finished with this village.
I'm sorry.
I
Stop,
sense the darkness in the
honey.
heart of the one you fought, but he has already been defeated, has he not? And those like him, they may not all share his darkness. You should have me call these people enemies, though. The Veiled Heritance. Yes, I am familiar with this distinction as well. There is one among this group who has come to Valenwood to see me, and I find her curious. Very curious. I'm not inclined to consider her an enemy. She is one who has been blessed with fascinating gifts. Gifts I cannot afford to ignore. You would know her identity, though. I was able to capture one of her memories. Touch the petition stone again, and I will share it with you.
We have much need of someone like you, Aranias.
Yes, young one. We have a problem in the Valenwood that will require your talents specifically.
I would be honored to help however I can.
Opportunity has arisen to strike a devastating blow to the Dominion, to divide the Bosmer.
The Bosmer in Greenshade claim allegiance not to King Camoran, but to a man they call the Wilder King.
Killing this Wilder King will drive the Bosmer mad. He is very elusive, though, so I will need your help to find him.
You realize we are entrusting you with an important task, I hope, my dear.
Of course, Lady Estrie, you can count on me.
As you've just seen, the young girl Aranias is associated with the Veiled Heritance. Until I know more about her, I hesitate to call her an enemy. I will have more insight soon, though. Even now, Aranias is on her way to my throne. So she believes, but there may be a greater truth to her purpose here. You may not like this, but I sense the same is true of you. Like the branches of a grotto, I believe that Aranias' destiny, my destiny, and your destiny are all intertwined. I cannot yet see how these events will play out, but I do know that like Aranias, you must come deeper into the forest. You must eventually come to my throne, but not yet. Each of us is a strand to be spun into the story of Valenwood. You should seek out the spinner, Marrowan. He can tell us how this story began and where it should end. Yes, traveling through Valenwood is a funny thing. It may take them many days to find the path to my throne. You have all the time you need. Find the spinner's cottage and speak to Marrowan. Safe journeys, my friend.
Always find the good shit. Always has to be shit that I don't need. Oh, I need to really change my horse. Or my water wheel. I don't know. Cinchy today, or am I feeling? Oh, Hendrix. Or a horse in it. I'm gonna ride Slave Ass today. Huzzah! Let's go. They ass.
I was beginning to think you wouldn't make it. I've already begun Aranias' story. Yes, of course. I have been waiting for you for some time. The story needs you to play a part in the present and in the past. You certainly took your time about things. Not your fault, I understand, not your fault. We may yet get this right. Inside the story, you must also enter the story in order to help her. Aranias wants to see the Wilder King. I'm his gatekeeper. To see him, you ask me nicely, and then I tell you a story. A story that you take part in. Yes, the story is one from her own past, but she's convinced that she's living through these events for the first time. You'll play the part of the close friend she never had, someone she can trust, who can change the person Aranias becomes. Ask nicely. Of course. Now, sit down by the fireplace. Imagine there's a nice warm fire burning there, and I'll set the scene.
Oh, okay, talk to him.
Have a seat by the fire and let me know when you're ready to hear the story. Remember, ask nicely. Imagine the flames are the waves of a vast ocean. Cold waves on a clear blue ocean off the coast of Somerset. Now picture an island. Trees around the island shimmer in the sunlight. Each gently cresting ocean wave sparkles. Many stones, roots, and flowers on the island were shaped by Magica. Only 2 living Altmer possess such power. One of those 2 Altmer stands outside the manor on this island. Her island. Go to her. Become her friend.
Oh, good. She did come in the story with me. I was kind of worried about that for a second.
The island of Silitar.
I'm so glad you could come. My parents will be back tonight, and I was afraid I'd have to face them alone again. That's why I asked you to come early. I'm not sure what will happen either. Before they get back, I want to be carefree. We can visit some of our favorite places together. They were afraid, like everyone else. After I raised up the land under the sea and smashed that ship, even though nobody got hurt, they said my magic was too dangerous. You're the only one who isn't afraid of me. You're not afraid, right? You don't know what this means to me. Now, what will we do first? I know, let's race to the lighthouse like we did when we were little. Bet you still can't catch me.
Grass.
my vines getting in your way?
Already beat you, you smartass.
Not bad. You're pretty fast. Maybe. You know, I've always had a special connection to the land. Sometimes things happen and I don't even think about it. It just happens. I'm sorry, it just happened. Wait, something's wrong. Can you feel that? The land's in pain, burning hot. Look, the farm's burning! Over the rise. Wait. Too many footsteps, and it's too early for my parents' return. Boots. Boots. There are invaders on Silitar. We have to stop them.
Keep moving!
That'll show them. No one attacks my island. What have they done to my farm? Why would they do this? Animals! Does it matter? I'm tired of this. Everyone wants to hurt me or use me, and it stops now. Where were you when my parents tested me? Where were you when I needed you most? You left me. Why are you even here? Do you want something from me too? I'm sorry. After my parents left, I felt so alone. I couldn't find you. People kept coming. They'd attack, hound me, want me to show them what I can do, like I was a circus animal or some kind of pet. I shouldn't take it out on you. No, it's not your fault. Thanks to you, these bastards didn't get very far. They could have destroyed everything. It's getting late. We need to clean up before my parents return. Meet me at the manor later.
Come, I must speak with you once more.
Living with an...
Blue, excuse me.
In her tale, Aranais was volatile, and she swung between anger, shame, and hope. Feared by her own parents because of her abilities, she faced the bandits alone. This made her bitter and hardened against others, vulnerable to outside influences. You will soon see it for yourself. But first, you should view another scene from Aranais' past. She was a bit younger and excited about her newly found skills. Are you ready?
Why are your clothes all wet? Mother, what do you think of this tree? How about this island you're standing on?
The ground is soaked. I'll need new shoes now.
I made it.
What? You made the ground soggy?
The island. I made this little island.
What? Ara, what do you mean you made it?
These trees, those rocks, none of this was here yesterday. The ground is wet because I used my magic to pull it up from under the water.
Oh, Ara, what have you done?
Gifted with a rare and powerful ability, Aranias tried in vain to win her parents' affection. So much happened next, but I especially draw your attention to two particular events. One scene is atop the lighthouse, the other in the Manor's Great Hall. They will help you understand more about our troubled Altmer, I hope. No. The greatest challenge comes next, and Aranias needs you. Her parents returned after the attack on the farm, and brought with them the people they considered their daughter's only hope, the Veiled Heritance. She should not face this alone. Getting changed at the manor. You should do the same after you watch those scenes. You'll find a change of clothes in the guest bedroom off the Great Hall. Then, go to Aranias in the garden.
Sorry. You're lucky they're alive. How many more ships will you sink?
It was an accident.
Accidents are spilling water, dropping glass. You lifted a ship out of the ocean with a wall of rock.
I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
Your mother and I will discuss your punishment. Go.
Now.
Your father and I leave for Somerset in the morning.
I won't do it again, I promise. I'll try harder. Don't leave me behind.
Don't grovel. It's unbecoming. We will return with help to control your temper.
How much more can I apologize? I said I'm sorry.
No, Ara. It's just, you need training. What you did to the ship, that scares people.
What sort of training, Father? You look good. How do you feel? You asked me this before, silly. I don't know, but when I think about changing things around me, my thoughts come true. Remember when that merchant ship sank? I'd lifted the ground out of the ocean. I just forgot to lower it again. There are so many people. And look, it's High Kin Lady Estri. Why is she here? I bet my parents want me to show off my powers. I thought they were bringing me a teacher or something. Hesitant? I hate this, and they've got something particular they want to see. Would you do me a favor and find out? Mingle among them, eavesdrop. Find out what they've planned for me. I'm not sure yet. They'll probably want another statue raised from the ground. My parents treat that like a party trick, and this is a party after all. But the way they're talking, it sounds more dangerous, and I'm a bit worried, to be honest.
Onder has one of the little beggars in the field, away from the house. Aranias will demonstrate her talents on the other. Her demonstration will determine how we employ her talents.
Her parents invited me to witness her powers firsthand. She lifted the ground up under my very feet. Her demonstration today will not be one of skill, but of character.
Under demonstrates amazing potential. Why are we bothering with this girl and her clods of dirt? Under could melt them with hardly a thought. What do they call her? The Rock Witch? Hilarious. Provincial.
I'm afraid this one is about to die. I didn't realize how frail Bosmer were. Not this goblin-faced meat-eater, his wife. Wait a minute. You're not with the Heritants?
They're coming for us.
They took my wife. They will give her to the witch, the Rock Witch. The land will kill her. They said the land...
You killed Ander? That's not supposed to happen. Oh, don't worry. It was an entertaining twist, to be sure. But sadly, as real as it may seem, this is just a story. In real life, you were not there to kill Ander. He has had considerable time to grow in power, and his temper has not gotten any longer, if you understand me. It seems the Veiled Heritants have sent him after Aranias to ensure she kills the Wilder King, or dies if she fails. I met him. He wanted to get into this story, but he wouldn't ask nicely. But there's nothing we can do about that right now. We have a story to finish. Aranias' big moment is about to arrive. You should go to her. In the garden. She's been commanded to kill the wife of this Bosmer. You should hurry to her. She faced this alone last time.
This creature is no different from those who burned your farm.
Please.
Aranias, my child, raise the ground up to trap this animal.
Please let us go.
Aranias, do you remember how helpless you were when your farm burned? Good. Good. Now tear this animal apart.
This is my test. If I can take the life of this girl, it means that I am willing to make the necessary sacrifices. What about the Bosmer who attacked my island? What were they, Dominion ambassadors? A peace mission? If I refuse to kill this Bosmer, then what? I'll be alone again. The Rock Witch of Silitar, a monster for fairy tales. You're here with me now, but what about later? No, that's not it. I must trust myself. Believe I can do what's right. I don't need anyone, you or the Veiled Heritants, to guide me. I am stronger than this. I won't murder an innocent to prove I can, no matter who demands it. The Veiled Heritants won't control my destiny. I will. I can do this, and I shall. No, I won't do it!
Woe and misery.
You were a fine character, most enjoyable, and it looks like you made quite an impression on Arrhenius. As one story ends, another reaches its climax. Our little bit of mischief was a success. Because of you, Arrhenius may very well betray her masters to defend the Wilder King. Truly, I hope we never need change a story so extensively again. Though we spinners can do so, it's usually better to let a tale conclude on its own. Usually. Venturing into the story of Arrhenius' past has sown the seeds of her transformation, but they have yet to sprout. Even now, she and Anda blaze a trail of destruction toward the Wilder King's throne. Their intention is to destroy him. Preserving his life may be impossible at this point, but you must try. Without him, the Valenwood will rage out of control. The only hope lies with Arrhenius and with you. Go to Greenheart and follow the trail of fire to the Wilder King's throne.
Before I go any further, head up.